This is In Case You Missed It, your national agriculture news recap for the week ending April 11, 2025. About a week after rolling out global tariffs, U.S. President Donald Trump took a step back. He pressed pause on reciprocal tariffs for 90 days to allow affected countries to negotiate. 10% baseline tariffs stayed in place. For a few hours, it appeared Canada and Mexico would also get caught up in 10% blanket tariffs, based on statements from White House officials. However, that position was later reversed. Tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, autos, and non-CUSMA goods stayed in place. Meanwhile, Trump increased tariffs on Chinese goods up to 104%, and then to 125%, and then clarified that tariffs would total 145% on Chinese imports. China increased tariffs on American goods from 34% to 84%. Tariffs on steel and aluminum are creating uncertainty for Ontario vegetable processors. Sunbright Foods in southern Ontario said it has delayed contract talks with tomato growers due to difficulty in predicting demand. If tariffs on steel and aluminum persist on both sides of the border, Sunbright's cost of production could rise sharply and put off consumers. Virtually all cans used for food processing are made in the US, but much of the raw steel and aluminum comes from Canada. No tariffs have been placed on finished products, even if they're contained in cans, but empty cans are dinged with the levy. This means if cans of food are imported from the US, they could outcompete domestically canned products. Canadian agriculture is an incredible opportunity that needs a voice at the table, says Conservative MP John Barlow. Barlow represents the southern Alberta riding of Foothills. He said the world needs the food that Canada produces, and farm groups want the government to be in their corner. Barlow said he sees opportunities to build unity in the face of trade threats from the US and potential to address long-time irritants like interprovincial trade barriers. He also said Canada needs to improve infrastructure and diversify its trade markets. Barlow said the Liberal government has stifled agriculture through measures like the carbon tax and fertilizer emissions reduction targets, and this has sent a message to consumers that something is wrong with how Canadians farm. The Conservative Party has promised to repeal all carbon pricing if elected, including that on industrial emitters. Prime Minister Mark Carney cut the consumer carbon price before the election was called, but both the Liberals and NDP proposed to maintain the industrial price. In case you missed these and other stories, visit the Glacier Farm Media Network, news that matters to farmers across Canada.